the driver's license in the digital wallet, man. Can anybody speak to that? Talk to me.
Man, this is something that I think is going to be big, man, because first of all, everybody knows that you can put your, if you go to a concert or something, you can purchase a ticket, right? You can add it to your phone, to the wallet in your phone now. You know what I mean? So there's been things like that, like concert tickets or movie tickets or something like that. So you can just scan your phone when you get there. Even your flight, you can have your flight, your boarding pass in your digital wallet or rewards cards. But this is the first time they have like a government document, a driver's license added to a digital wallet on a phone. And that's a major leap. And that just shows the direction that we're going. And I guess you could say it was already happening with the bank cards, but to have a government document in your phone, that's like crazy. You know what I mean? A government document in your phone is crazy. I think this is a game changer. And I think the only thing that I could see that is lacking is a standardization between all the wallets, where if I have an iPhone today and I go and get a Galaxy tomorrow, then everything should automatically transfer over to that wallet. I shouldn't have to start a new wallet.
Right.
But the fact that I can have that information in my phone now, in my iPhone, I think that's, people could take it. Some people going to talk about it and say it's the worst thing ever. Like this is the start of, something wrong. I just see it as a game changer in general. And
so I'm gonna be one of them ones that kind of, I ain't gonna say flip to the other side about it, but it does get me wondering as if, like we know our phones, we could be talking about a topic, whether it's sports, whether it's furniture, whether it's food around us, and we can go on our phones and search the web, and immediately those ads for those different things that we were speaking of in groups, it will pop up on our phone. So obviously we know that our phones kind of are like tracked some way, somehow. Is this another way of kind of pinpointing individuals in certain areas by using your phone? But then not only that, I think it was T-Mobile who had the breach in their network, all the documents and stuff was or people's information was kind of hacked and kind of stolen. I don't know if it was either Verizon or T-Mobile. It was one of those companies kind of had their customers' information kind of hacked and stolen. And so that's what really gets me pondering and thinking like, man, is it something that's necessary and needed? I think it's cool. I think it's something that's real cool. I work at a barbershop, and it's like I probably get paid 80% of clients now paid digitally, whether it's them scanning their phones with their bank card, whether them sending me Cash App, whether them sending me Venmo, whether they send me, and they're all doing it digitally from their phones because their cards are already connected to their phones. But do I think it's an opportunity for us to not carry like wallets no more? I think so, because everything's going digital anyway. I probably get 20% of clients who really pay with cash. I think people who carry cash nowadays, you're either you're your own business owner or you're doing something under the table. I mean, that's the only way to carry cash nowadays, because I ain't just going to no ATM to get no money out unless I'm going to, I take that back, unless I go to gamble too, because I might gamble here and there, but that's the only way I'm going to get cash out is if I'm going to go gamble or if I'm going to, make a jug or something, but that'd be the only reason why. But I think everything's done digitally. I think it's something in a wave that we are on. I think it's necessary and needed. I just don't know how safe and secure all that stuff could be. That's just my opinion. Because next they're going to say, if we can do digital wallets with IDs, are we going to be doing digital passports? Are we going to be doing digital social security numbers? What's next, And so I just think how safe is it? That's just my opinion.
I think that's exactly the point. I think that's exactly where we're going. Is going to be digital everything. Your phone is going to be that wallet. There's the paper aspect of it is going away. And I think that's a good point that you're making too, about the fact that a lot of that there's a concern there that how secure are these wallets? How safe are these wallets? Is Google still reading? Are they going to know everything about my driver's license and bank cards and everything when I add them to this wallet? And are they keeping that separate from what they're normally doing? Because I don't want, like you said, I don't want them using my information in my wallet for advertising to me. I don't want you to know how much money is in my account so you can advertise me products. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Or they just statistics is showing all, man, it's black individuals who are around this age only got this much because they're already located what your information is. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good perspective from both of you. Man, I'm going to carry my license in my wallet still. That's just who I am. Now, like I said, I got the digital option to have my debit card. I don't got no money on that in there. I don't do that. Like I said, I got the debit card myself. That's just the way I move. I mean, it may work for other people, but if you lose that cell phone, then is all your information gone? Or how do you get issued a new license? Is it just when you get issued a new phone? I mean, it's just, I think I agree with you, RK. That's the direction you're headed. I just don't put all my eggs in one batch. That just ain't me. Like I said, I do have the multiple options of the Cash Apps, the Venmo, the Zelle, and what is the other one? What is it? Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, and there's one more.
PayPal?
No, not PayPal. What is it? Or is it just three?
Yeah, Zelle, Cash App.
Venmo.
Maybe that's just the three. I just have the three.
Where?
Yeah, I mean, but obviously you got to have that connected to it. But like I said, they are trying to go with everything paperless. But that goes back to the same thing where we talk about currency. Like nobody carries cash, so like why do they keep making it? So then what if it happens to where no more cash is made, and then other people have money in their account that may not actually be theirs? But how do you determine that the wrong thing was put digitally into the numbers?
Man,
you see what I'm saying? If I want to go to the bank and take out from my ATM and know, or if I go in the bank and say I want a certain amount of cash, I want them to count that in front of me with the amount of cash that I'm taking out. That's just me. So what if
you're not one that goes through the grocery store and still ringing up the stuff at the stand? You ain't self-checking out?
No, I'm not self-checking out. They gotta bag my stuff. They gotta bag my stuff. I'm gonna put
out, bro. That guy said I'm always going to the T. Don't get me wrong.
No, just with but it also depends though, because some stores don't have the regular lines open with the people. So I mean, like you gotta go self-check. You gotta go self-check. So it kind of depends on. I'd rather be face to face with the people ringing it up so I can see I'm getting my discounts. That's just me though. That's just me.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of straddling the fence. Like, right, I'm still checking myself out if I can. If it's not, I'll self-check out. But if there's somebody there, I'm gonna go to the aisle. You know what I'm saying, and let them bring me out. But
I'm so. Look, I almost call in the orders. The wife picks up. Look, Target orders. Look,
oh yeah.
Call and go. Safeway orders. Look, I'm calling and going. Look, that's where you catching me at.
I ain't mad at you, man. Like I said, it's the wave of the future, and I don't think. I mean, like I said, I think what it does, and I can take it a step further because obviously I'm in the security business. So just to kind of take that a little bit further, everybody wants a security camera. But what happens if they cover up your security camera or they have a disguise on? Then what? If you don't have home security, those cameras do zero for you. So everybody wants the quick fix because they can see the camera. But you want to see somebody just break in? Is that the answer? Is that what you're watching, somebody just do it? Or do you get the whole kit and caboodle and then you have the cameras for yourself? That's just, that's how I look at it, because everybody wants the quick fix or the instant gratification of the least resistance as possible. And I think you could do that in some facets. And they may try to force your hand with it, but as long as it's still available, I think the best of both worlds works for me. That's just in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, I agree, right? But, and I got to say, some of our conversations we've had recently, we've talked about AI. And the way that they're talking about AI is that if it gets to the point of hacking, if they start using it efficiently for hacking, then are these digital wallets going to continue to be safe, even if they're safe now?
Right.
Or are we putting everything at risk of since our identity is going to be all digital, everything about us, our banking information, our identification information, our registration with the government, with whether it be driver's license or passports, once that becomes all digital, doesn't it become susceptible to being hacked at that point? You know what I mean? If I got my card in my wallet, the only person that has that identification card is me and the information on the DMV. So if the DMV gets hacked, that's one thing. But that once I have that card is me for the most part. Unless you do like that movie Catch Me If You Can and create your own driver's license. But, you know what I mean? But it kind of goes, it gets to the point of, we're seeing people's identities getting taken all the time.
Right.
Is it going to get to the point that people can just, I know there's layers of security there to prevent it from happening, but is it going to get to the point that people can actually access or break the encryption on your phone and take your digital identity and run with it?
Right.
Clone it to a different phone. What happens then? There's a lot of concerns there. And I don't think they're educating the public on what they're doing to safeguard it.
That's a really, really good perspective. And that's a really good answer, because at the end of the day, they're only going to tell you so much just to keep you intrigued a little bit. They think when you look at it, it makes it seem like it's the easiest way to do things because you don't have to deal with losing a debit card. And I ain't gonna lie, it ain't happened in the last 10 years, but before, I ain't gonna lie, I used to lose my debit card all the time and then just have to get a replacement. It's just being careless. But as you get older, you learn that it takes 7 days for you to get it, and you don't want to have to go in the bank with your ID to get money out every time, because you want to be able to go to a drive-up ATM and take the money out. You know what I'm saying? So again, I just think with this situation, I think you bring up a very good point, RK. Like, how safe is it? Or how safe do we know it is? Yeah, it looks good because it's in your phone, but at the same token, man, everything that we see in our phone, like Dwayne said, man, you can be looking at something, then all of a sudden it'll pop up on when you're scrolling, like through social media. It's like you might have been looking for a leather coat, and then all of a sudden it showed you the different places where the leather coats are at or where they're on sale at. Man, how do they know? Right. It's crazy. It's crazy.
We was in IKEA. One of our rentals, we remodeling it, so we was in IKEA getting closets, and I don't know if I searched the IKEA closet, but we was in IKEA, and I look like you say, I popped up on Instagram or pop up on Facebook, and I'm like, IKEA ads is popping up. How did you even know I was even in IKEA? Or was the GPS is still turned on? It's like crazy. But then this is a pro to the same situation. Is when we went to IKEA, we was returning something, and I had left so the wife came out to the car. When she came out to the car, we were returning something, and I came from physical therapy, so I didn't have my wallet on me. And we pulls off, but when we get to IKEA, my debit card is the card that's connected to taking the stuff back. So when we get to the register, the lady's like, well, what card is connected to the account for when we rung up the receipt? And she was like, oh, we need that card. So luckily, the wife had snapped a picture of, like, sent previously a long time ago. I snapped a picture of that debit card for buying like tickets or whatever it may have been. So I was able to type that information in and put and add that card directly to my wallet, so I could use my phone as a digital card. And when I waved it over my phone, I was able to get the return just by waving my phone. The good thing about that, though, is you're able to go into your bank account and shut your card on and off. So right after I use it, or right after I connect it to my account, I just shut it off from my phone digitally when I use it.
But think about what you said, Wayne D. You just said you just waved your card. Just imagine just waving your phone. Waving your phone, and automatically money either comes back or it goes away.
Right.
Technology is undefeated. That's all I say. I mean, I even think about it at the gas stations now. You don't really need to go in the gas station for anything if you're just getting gas. Like I said, it's either you could either do the quick one where it has the magnet, or you can put it in the thing. And it's like sooner or later there's going to be where you can't get into those gas stations. Well, what if it's a gas station that doesn't have a store connected to it? There'll be an AI standing right there surveilling. You got to just get your gas that way. I mean, like I said, the future obviously is undefeated, but technology is truly at the top of his game right now. It's truly at the top of his game.
Yeah, and it's what you were talking about. Wayne D sound like it's a few different aspects of it that people don't really realize, because your Wi-Fi that creates digital exhaust. That Google's whatever type of phone you're using is watching that. So it's not just GPS; it's your Wi-Fi, whatever Wi-Fi you connect to. So that's probably how they knew you're in an IKEA, because you can walk through the mall, and as you pass stores in the mall, that Wi-Fi connects to it. Next thing you know, you get ads from them different stores in the mall too. And they do that off of Wi-Fi. Then the other aspect of it, which is the digital wallet aspect of it, it was just as easy to type the numbers in to your phone, and it connected everything up. And I wonder how I get back to the security aspect of it. How secure is it going to be? Because the thing is about cybersecurity is that it's evolving all the time. You know what I mean? There's a lot of trust in the system, and it's always evolving. So if it's always evolving, like I said, how secure is it at this point where you're asking us to put our information in now? Is it as secure as it's supposed to be, or you have some inherited or embedded trust in the system that I don't know about? Like, the bank trusts the phone, and I'm supposed to trust that the phone did the proper vetting with the bank first to set this system up, and maybe they, we hoping that they did, but they're not letting us know if they did or they didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's interesting, man. Tell us what you guys think about that, man. In all honesty, we'd love to see the comments and some feedback in the comments of just kind of giving us your perspective. Do you think there's a plus? Do you think it's a minus? Give me the pros and cons of what you feel about that digital wallet.